Hi, I want to talk to you today about a movie that I want to like so much and I hate it. And that movie is Nefarious. And I've watched it 3 times. It's free on YouTube, so I watched it a third time. I thought maybe I'm older, maybe I'll enjoy it more now, and I didn't. I didn't. I love 90% of this movie, and then you get to the end, and then it sucks. So I'm going to tell you what I don't like about it, and I'm going to tell you how I would fix it. So, spoiler alert, this movie is just like 90% two guys in a room talking. Okay, so it's Dr. Martin, and he is here to assess this guy named Edward who is in prison. He's going to be executed, but they need a psychiatrist to sign off and say that he is mentally competent and needs to stand execution. So we've got 3 options. Okay, option A is this guy is mentally ill and incompetent and they should not execute him. That is what the psychiatrist before this guy believed, and this guy walks in with this file and thinks this too. They think he's mentally ill, but they don't know what the cause is. Okay, so he's just there to confirm, right? There's option B, which is this guy's a really good actor. He gets in people's heads. This is what the warden believes. And there's option C, which is what this prison dude keeps saying, which is I have been infested with a demon. All right, there's a demon in me. He makes me do stuff, can't control it. Seems unlikely, but let's roll with it. So the psychiatrist, also important to note, is an atheist. He does not believe in demons. So he is here strictly for medical and scientific purposes and does not believe all this malarkey. Okay, so so most of the movie is just these two guys sitting at a table talking, and as the movie goes on, it gets increasingly disturbing because this guy, who's Edward slash Nefarious the demon, um, knows way too much about the psychiatrist, who wasn't even the psychiatrist who was here. He was just a stand in guy who came because the other guy killed himself after talking to Edward. Okay, and you can always tell when Edward is here and when Nefarious is here because anytime Edward shows up, he's blubbering like a baby. He does not know why he's here. He's confused. He can't control his actions. He didn't kill anybody. Okay, the demon inside his brain killed somebody. So, anyway. He just knows too much about the psychiatrist. He's freaking him out a little bit, and then he's like, "Well, listen, you're going to serve the Dark Legion, okay? You're going to get out of here and you're going to write my story and share it with the world." And the guy's like, "I'm not going to do that." And he's like, "You will. Actually, you do self-serving stuff all the time. You're kind of a bad person and you're going to be a bad person today cuz you're going to kill Edward." And he's like, "Well, I don't know about that." And then we get towards the end of the story and Nefarious breaks his hands, gets out of his cuffs, and is strangling Dr. Martin. And he's like, I can't kill you, Jimmy. You're my friend, and you're going to write my book and do my deeds, because you're such a bad guy. And then Jimmy is like, Dr. Martin is like, you know what? I'm signing this execution order. I'm getting rid of you. And he's like, I knew you'd do it, you self serving son of a gun. And he does. And it does benefit him because he is, at this point, this guy knows too much about him. The warden is telling him if he gets back into general population, he's probably going to send someone to your house to kill you. I mean, he knows everything about you. And so, yeah, he does execute him for self serving purposes, probably knowing full well that Edward is incredibly unstable and should not be executed. So all that is great. I think the execution scene itself still isn't too bad. And then we get past that, and this is the part that I hate because the movie is up until this point you're just wondering, is it real? Is it real? Is it real? And you're thinking it is. But then the ending just takes all the magic out of it because it's very on the nose. There's the little homeless lady on the street. Dr. Martin stops to give her money, and then she starts talking in the demon voice. So you're like, oh, it was a demon. Well, that kind of tied things up, but I didn't want to know, you know? I liked the mystery. I want to know if Dr. Martin is now sharing in this delusion. Is he so distraught by the decision to kill this man that perhaps he himself is going insane? No, it's just demons. Uh, so, how would I fix this? I want this to be like a college stage play with no budget. I want the background through no narration, like the opening scene where the other doctor kills himself. It was a good opener, by the way. I really liked it. But I'd like to get that maybe through narration. We get the background, we come in, it's just two guys talking, and at the end, he chooses to execute him for these selfish reasons, and then he wonders if he has done the right thing, and that haunts him. And that's all I want. I don't need the on the nose stuff. I like the mystery, and I want it to be psychological. I want it to be wrecking his brain, and then we get to observe his downfall. But I don't know. I didn't like being told what the answer was. It was just kind of depressing. Like it just took all the it's like sucking the air out of a balloon. It's like when you give a kid a piece of candy and then you take it away, you know? So, did not care for it. I probably rate it like a 6 out of 10. Also, I found out today there's a book that it's based on, and I went to Goodreads and somebody was like, "Hold your horses, cowboy. Uh don't necessarily read the book just because you like the movie, because they're not the same thing, and you're probably not going to like it." And I was like, well, you know what? I'm pretty open minded. So I started the book, and it sucks. It's trying to be C.S. Lewis, and this man is not C.S. Lewis, and that's all I'm gonna say. Be open minded, go read it for yourself, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it. So my nefarious rating is watch it, but skip like the last 5 minutes, and it's enjoyable. All right. Well, anyway, I hope you liked my very itty bitty short movie review. And yeah, if I find anything else that aggravates me to this level, I will be back with another. Thank you.